do that. Can you hear me now? For some reason, I think I was connected to the voice mod thing. And that hasn't been working. Like if I disconnect from voice mod, that doesn't work. Yeah. Nothing new. All that I said. I just kind of said that. What was it? I haven't streamed in a while. A very long while. It's because of school, and also I always get distracted. Um, and then I forgot to put the rain in halfway through. um, I have a special rain that I use. So, you know. But this is commission time. Hopefully, I think, yeah. Okay, I was just making sure that the title is, right. But how are y'all doing? Anybody either who's, I mean, there's only one person, and that's you, no co-op. So like, but how is anybody else who may or may not be watching Lamau doing? I was kind of tempted. There you go. Yay! Glad you are doing good. I was kind of tempted because I was the Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon earlier, and I was like the theme of like the Pokemon or Pokestops was like stuck in my head, and I was just kind of like instead of like humming it or singing it, I was meowing it because that's the only way I can actually get it to be accurate. And I was kind of tempted just to start, just like what if I just only meowed, and then that was my thing. That was like my shtick for streaming is that I only meowed. I think it'd be very funny, but then I realized no. Yes. Yes, exactly. Meow 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 meow. You know, it was just like that. Like for a whole like 2 hours. I'm like nobody understood me. I think that'd be very funny, but I don't know how far I would get with that. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll have. You know what? Yeah, exactly. Which is like, which is why I'm like, how far would I be able to get with this? So I don't know. Also, you might hear some stuff in the background. Tis my hallway is getting fixed. Fixed but remodeled, so that's a thing. That's happening. That's true! I was thinking that, or like, at that point, like, my mouth would get tired from meowing too much. So I think I would have like a little soundboard maybe. Maybe. With like different meows. But like, I was thinking once I, finally have my a little VTuber thing that isn't just PopCat, I could actually, uh, you know, have or to do like little cat for like funny haha. Give me sick head, fuck. Why? Alright, why is this doing this to me? Okay. I had to change something. I've been having issues with these eyes, and I hate it. Now it's gonna be recorded and streamed. That's true, I should. I mean, at least I planned that because my computer cannot handle having, like, VTube Studio up at all. like not in any capacity. Uh, it like actually hates it. So like this is kind of my only choice until uh I get like a good CPU, because it's my CPU that gets overwhelmed. Yeah, I don't I don't understand how so many VTubers can do VTube Studio, because my computer shits itself anytime I open it. I don't want. I love my computer. It's kind of the only thing I have. It's my first only like my PC, and like I just realized, yeah, this is my like first PC. Cause like, huh, hmm. Well, so I would only get laptops. And the only other PC I would get is like the family computer. Um, so you know, I'm happy with my thing, even though it's like a hand-me-down from my brother. But like, you know, I'm happy I have it. But you know, it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. Just gonna have to adapt with what we have, and that's okay. I feel like those eyes are off. Hey, nice! New PC. Or wait, first new PC. Wait, what? Hold on. First, first own PC. Whatever. First PC. First PC. I can't come up with anything. Well, maybe the eyes are too close together, or one is not big enough. Or maybe the eye shape isn't correct. I'm kind of tempted just to skip it and then do it later. I don't know, why did you even giving me so many troubles? Like, this one was fine. Well, this was the other one. This is the other one that I did. I finished it, and, it's not bad. The shoes aren't really Pokemon-like. You could see, at least. That's what I noticed. Like, they're very cartoony, um, and whatnot. They're not super detailed. Um, you know, that's just, it is what it is. But the thing is, I'm not good at drawing shoes, period. I kinda don't give a shit. um, uh, I can't. It's not something I have the ability to do. So I just kind of settled with everything else being Pokemon, like, so, 'tis is what it is. But for some reason, the eyes here were so much easier than the eyes here. And they're basically the same eyes! Or at least, like, let me try to make them the same eyes. You know what? Let's do this. Ooh, you can't see what I'm doing, but new window. New thing. Here. And then I'll try and copy it. Maybe it's because it's too close? Maybe the face shape isn't right? I think maybe the face shape isn't right. Also, I think that I'm not going to be able to upload this one to YouTube because I haven't checked if the music I'm using is not copyrighted, and I kind of don't want to take my chances. It's just gonna be like a recording I have for some reason, so. Whoa, exclusive. Not like anybody watches the VODs in any capacity, but whatever. I'm so terrified of angering the law. I would if I had more bravery, you know? I'm like terrified of authority. So no. I would absolutely love to. But the idea of having to defend myself in a court, I guess. Ah, okay. Well, nice. That's just 'cause you're brave. That's just what it is. Oh, now they're too low. They're good, but now they're too low. Just something we can change. It's not too bad. Now I also have to make them more angular. To make it look evil, because this is the evil version. But yeah, maybe because you get that many and then don't don't die. Okay, maybe I could, but I don't know. Still scared. I mean, I guess unless like you want like an open mouth, even though the open mouths don't look like that, but whatever. But there's also something I noticed that I do a lot, which is I flip the canvas like this a lot. I don't know why. I'm just a lot more comfortable doing that. So this is not even the line art, this is like the pre-sketch. I will do that then. This isn't even the line art. This isn't the final, in not any capacity. This is the line art sketch because I'm going do what to check proportions. Oh, like flipping the canvas? Kind of, yeah. You know what, that is kind of it. Oh, I hate this eye for some reason. That's kind of it. It's not particularly always the case. I do it sometimes to check the proportions, but I also kind of do it because sometimes drawing a curve like this is easier than drawing a curve like that because I'm right-handed. So if I draw a curve like this, my hand is like, hold on, like that, and then fingy I don't know. This is how I hold thing. So doing from here to here is a lot easier than doing here to here. Because I have to like use my arm at that point, but doing it like this is a lot easier. So drawing, no, it's not always that specific line, but like drawing certain lines can be like easier to draw than if they were the other way, which then makes the line just look better because yes, a lot goes into it. So it makes a line look a lot better. So what I see a lot of like amateur artists do is that they do this. They'll like, you know, do smaller lines and whatnot. One, I mean you can do it. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. Nothing is. I've seen really good artists who do that. Completely fine. It's just that sometimes it doesn't particularly help with line confidence. Um, so you know you get these like frayed edges here. So what's best is like just to learn how to do it all in one go to become really confident when it comes to your lines. Um, because like I don't know how to show, but like I don't know, doing a heart like that is different from like doing a heart shit like that. Or like being really steady with like your stuff is also something you can do, but it's not gonna look as good as something that you have like a lot more confidence in, if that makes any sense. The examples I'm giving are really horrendous, but line confidence is definitely I don't know, it's because I've done it for so long. I mean, usually I draw hearts like this or like that, just like a little V. I don't know, just draw hearts. Um, but I mean, the star is the real one. That's the real kicker, because I can only do it like this. Sometimes I even mess up and I'm like that, because I brain fried. That one's the real kicker. Oh shit. Yeah. He's like chilling. Now he's angry. But line confidence definitely is seen. Sometimes it's like, oh man, you know, maybe it's just to become a better artist or whatnot. Like, I honestly, I think a lot of people agree that like line confidence is something you can see in somebody's artwork. Um, and that, like, sorry, I got distracted. Like, if there's not a lot of line confidence, um, then it can make a piece look like not great. So it's definitely something that is fairly important. I really, because he's evil, I want to add like a little tooth. Like, because I love sharp teeth. I actually had a dream that I lost my sharp teeth and I got really, really sad. Sharp teeth are cool. They're really fun, especially to draw and also to do things with. It's not particularly that I'm smart, it's just that I've been doing this for like several years. So, you know, I'm experienced, I guess. And not even then, I wouldn't say that like I'm the master of anything. Love the background ASMR. I'm not the master at anything. Not in any capacity. There are several people who are a lot better than me. I guess I'm smart. I guess it's just, these are the other outfits that I had in mind. So I just compile onto one file because, or one layer. Where was I? What was that? Oh no, thought I put an earring on him. I guess. I feel like it's just kind of like I'm good at explaining why I do things. Alright, now is the fun slash tedious part. Because Pokemon has such clean lines, and because clean lines, clean even lines are very difficult, at least for me, we're gonna use this vector layer, which apparently is just better in every way, but whatever. I'm gonna use this vector layer, and what the vector layer can do is if I do a line like this, I can take this vector line and I can move it, so I can be like that and like adjust things. So I'm not like forever trapped in like, okay, I didn't draw that well, or oh, this thing is kinda off where you can see that the lines aren't continuous. I can just be like, where is it? Shit. Control point, and then just move it. So it does look like it's a continuous line. It's apparently a lot better also, because this stuff doesn't degrade, if that makes any sense. So because it's like mainly made by math, or whatever other things is whatever, if I make it big in this vector layer, the pixels are gonna resize. So instead of it being like, hold on, make that same line, like that. And then I rescale this. Then this looks crunchy. This looks really crunchy compared to this. Like, this is a lot fuzzier, and then this is a lot like cleaner. So it's great for like doing line art. I say that, yet I don't use it to make line art. I always kind of forget that it's there. But it's really cool. It's super helpful. There's not a fold in Pokemon, is there? Oh, there is. There is. 'Twas bourbon. As I'm listening to this jazz, I realize, you know what's not particularly a red flag, not like a bad one, but like, a flag of I don't think we're particularly gonna get along is if somebody doesn't like jazz. And not in the way where it's like, we will never be friends, but like, jazz is really nice. And I like jazz a lot. And particularly people who like jazz, I'm like, you're kind of cringe. Jazz is really nice. Oh, another cool thing about this vector layer thing, if I overline like what I just did right now, what I can do, if this is activated, it is this. I don't have to erase that line until like it's at the very end. I can just be like, bop, and then just cuts it off. So I can like have these two lines intersect and then just delete that. And then when it does that, it can just like whatever overline it. So it's all smooth. Vector layers are nice. They're really convenient. Damn, indeed. They're really nice. Like I said, they're super useful. And hey, you know, you see me changing the layer thing because I really want to line this like in a thinner line. But then I forget what the original layer is, or original size. Hold on. I'm getting distracted. There you go. I can adjust a line width. So if I press down really hard, then it's gonna make it thicker, or at least like if I keep on doing that. Let's make that part really thick. I forget how you do it the other way, but you can like, yeah, scale up or scale down. It's cool. I think I was using 6, 7, yes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about jazz specifically. It's just like, I guess I like how sophisticated it sounds, I guess, sometimes. Sometimes it's just like nice to like rest your body, or rest your brain, because it's not body, it's brain. Like, give brain rest, and listen to at least like this kind of like nice jazz. And then sometimes with like the crazy holy shit jazz, you know, I like that stuff as well. Because, it's really like out there and like you can hear sounds, or at least, hear ranges of music that you haven't particularly ever heard before. And it's real nice. You know, you get to listen to like something new, but sometimes people don't particularly like the sound of it. Or at least the spontaneity of it. It kind of sounds like just chaotic, and I'm like, but you have to like, that's like the best part. You have to find the nice part in the chaos. Like, shit's crazy. I don't know. Ugh, I hate. We do love niceness. Because I don't know. As much as the internet loves it, the one thing I don't like is lo-fi hip-hop. It just sounds the same to me. A lot of it sounds the same. And it's like sacrilegious to not like it. Kind of. I guess. I actually have no idea if it is or not, but... Gotcha. Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I guess like it's like familiar. I can understand that. Oh my god. Whatever. But yeah, I don't particularly like lo-fi hip-hop, which is, like I said, really weird, especially because like a lot of people like it, and also I liked it. I hate saying it. I really do. But like unironically, I liked it before everybody else did. I'm not even kidding. Like in middle school, I would listen to lo-fi hip-hop. Um, and that was like before it became like super popular. Um, I used to listen to that shit on SoundCloud, and there was like so little, and I was like, man, this shit good, and then it got really popular, and I'm like, this shit sounds the same. you know, and I got really bored of it. I sadly, it happens a lot, and I get really sad about it because I feel like I sound like a hipster. I think that the line weight might be too big. But yeah, I feel like a fucking dirty hipster whenever I mention it. Um, but like it's true though. It true. I also might fix that eye. That second eye still is bothering me. Um, I think I started to get into Margaritaville. I was like, damn, this shit slaps. Um, yeah. Um, but like I do this. I like first yeah, I started to really like the song Margaritaville from why am I forgetting his name? Jimmy Buffett. Um, I really liked it. And then I was like, and now I was like, now it's all over TikTok. And I was so confused as to why, and apparently it was like used in Stranger Things. And I'm like, God damn it. Now everybody's gonna like listen to it, but like as oh my god, I'm like so cricky, and I'm like, damn it. Thankfully by the time that had come out, I'd stopped listening to it as much, so I'm like, I actually don't care. Um, let's do it. Oh, okay, that's as far as it can go. Set scale down. Why is it not scaling down? Hmm? Narrow. Let's try that. Do this work? It do work. There you go. I'm trying to lower the line opacity. No, not line opacity, line thickness. Because I realized that the thickness in which I used um, does not work. I never super realized how hard art is, or how intricate art is. Like just then, like there's a difference between like that kind of smile, and then if you like slightly curve it down versus that kind of smile. Let's make that clear that it's a smile. Teeth. Teeth. There's like definitely very much of a difference. And I never really realized that like that small change in that line can like change the way that it looks. And by a lot. Art very hard. And people kind of underestimate it because sometimes in some art classes they don't. Yeah. Yeah, also hi Dust. Um yeah, especially in pixel art as well. And I know pixel animation is definitely something that's difficult. Um yeah. But like that small change can significantly change like the way that the art looks, which is very not cool of art. Why you do that? But yeah, and then we saw like pixel art, and I don't really know much about pixel art. Like with pixel animation and also just pixels in general, like um, one pixel can significantly change, like um, can significantly change the the piece, and it's very not cool. I mean, it's really cool actually, but like, it hard. It's very hard. Does it say that like, which is why I kind of get not particularly mad, but like, I get kind of sad when people are like, "Oh man, I can't do this thing," and they try art, they draw, and then they get mad that they can't draw well, and because they expected from like their art classes and whatnot that like, I drew stick figure, uh, yeah, and then I got an A plus on it. You know, it's like, in reality, art is a lot harder than that, which is really sad, but like, kind of just with everything. It's just that, you know, it's not taught fairly well. At least in like American public schooling, I've heard it's like not great. At least it wasn't really for me. In my experience, um, a lot of my art classes were just kind of like copy, trace. That's it. A plus. And I'm like, I want to actually know something. Thankfully, I am an artist. So ultimately, I did learn things, but I'm like, you're making, not really making, but like you're kind of making whatever. These people think that art is just kind of like copying, and so when they don't get an A, when they copy and trace, it's like they get discouraged. Yeah, they're sadly not good. So like yeah, when they do art and they're like, damn, this shit hard. You're like, yeah, because you weren't at all prepared for it. I guess it's like kind of like a math class where, you know, of course you're not gonna know all math, like right as you, like, uh, right as you start the class. You're not. Like, if you don't know what 1 plus 1 is, you're not gonna know what, like, a square root does or how it works. So, when people who have these really not great art classes, like, do art, and then they're not, they don't think that they're good at it. They're like, oh man, well I can never do art because they like, one, they also believe that it's an innate ability, which it's not, but also because like, I don't know. I can't think of anything else. But like, but uh they think it's like an innate ability, and you're like, no, it's really not. You just need more practice, my guy, and practice and studying. It's a lot of work that goes into artwork. Haha, that had words in it that matched. But yeah, like it's a lot of work goes into it, and I always get really sad because people are like, I can never do art, and you're like, it's just because you don't draw. The more you're not drawing, the more you're not going to be good at art. You have to actively practice that skill in order to get good at it. Just because you're not good at art now doesn't mean you're not going to be good at art ever. And then they stop doing art because they think that they're not good. And I'm like, damn. Okay. I get like sad because of it. Because, like, I honestly think that everybody should have a creative outlet. It doesn't, you know, doing art or being good at art doesn't really mean that you should be an artist. It doesn't mean that it should be a career or anything. You can be, like, you know, perfectly good. And there are several people who are, like, super good at art and are, like, I don't know, like med students. Like, they're not pursuing, you know, artwork. And, like, that's fine. As much as it makes me sad, because I'm like, why? I want to see more art. Um, as much as I want to satisfy my little brain, art goblin brain, I'm also like, it's not really my choice. If they want to do that career, that's perfectly fine. And that also applies to other people as well. Just because you're doing art doesn't mean that has to be your career. It's like a hobby, you know? It can be a hobby. Like how scrapbooking and crafts is a hobby. So like I said, I always believe that like everybody should have a creative outlet because having a creative outlet is very nice. Um, of course I might be a little biased because I always need a creative outlet in any way, but you know, whatevs. I still believe it to be true for a lot of people. You know, if it's like if that creative outlet is and like I said, oh, it doesn't particularly have to be just art. It can be different things. For example, um, hold on, I don't want to draw this line. Um, for example, it can be like building models, or it can be, um, at least for what it is for my brother, like building code. Um, you know, it doesn't particularly have to be artwork. It can be something different, as long as you are doing something either with your hands, that is creating something, then yeah, I don't know, go for it. I've always supported the idea of, uh, yeah, of people having creative outlets. It's nice. There are so many people out there who don't do artwork. I've seen it. Who don't do artwork, and they have phenomenal ideas. I'm like, whoa, I am so dumb. This is so cool. And then they don't do anything about it. And I'm like, you should write this down. You should like put this down on paper. You should do something about it. And they're like, no. I'm like, I can't change your decision, but damn. It kind of makes me really sad seeing that kind of potential like not particularly used or seen. Or even then, uh, being creative is always really nice because, uh, or having a creative outlet is always really nice because, um, hold on, give me a minute. This is my least favorite part in any piece of artwork, is long lines. Um, but, that and also having a creative outlet is always a nice thing to like relax. My mom crochets a shit ton. What's one of her creative outlets. You probably do. You probably do. Probably do have great ideas. At least tell that to my brother. He thinks he has a D&D thing. Um and he has like this own campaign, and he also like plays and stuff. Yeah, his ideas are really good. His ideas are phenomenal. and he's really dedicated himself to, pardon, making a lot of his characters like really good and like really nice ideas. And I'm really jealous. I am immensely jealous of my brother and how good his ideas are. And I think it's also mainly because like he's been watching a lot of media and content and participating in that stuff. I know at least like he loves and adores Warhammer. I guess. I guess I have good ideas. As I say though, I mean my brother adores Warhammer and he's told me like stories about it, and I'm like, whoa, that's really nice. Like I think is super cool. And ah shit. Give me a minute. I'll talk about this in a second. I need to make sure that this shoe doesn't look like ass. I mean, like, it doesn't particularly have to be a dedication thing. You can just doodle. That's also a possibility. What was I say? He's really into Warhammer, and he's told me a lot of stories about Warhammer. And holy shit, the stories in Warhammer are really nice. He's also told me a lot of stories. Him and my other brother also told me a lot of stories about fucking WoW back in the day. Not WoW now, but like WoW when it was apparently good. Um, Hold on. Again, yet again. Long lines like this suck. Because when you mess up one little area, it messes up the whole thing. And oh my gosh, the stories in WoW are so nice. I think it's a lot of a lot of it is like just chalked up to like the media you consume and how you consume it, and um, like uh, stuff and things and things. I don't know. It's just cool. It's really cool. Um, like for example, I know at least some of the lore I've adapted. Some is it Dark Souls or is it? I forget if it's Dark Souls or Bloodborne, but um, one of those two lores into one of my D&D characters, and now I love that D&D character. And sometimes, you know, life experiences can also be added to characters. Um, for example, I have a character whom I mean, I've took a part of my life into and then added um, a little bit, just like an exaggerated aspect of it. Oh, I'm sorry. I can stop. I don't super wanna have this feel like a class. Tis a fun time. I just like talking. Okay. then I will continue. um, but you can have it be based off of your own experiences, like real life. I was to say, yeah, like for example, I've took an aspect of my life that I remember not necessarily fondly, and I've exaggerated it and put it into a character. Or I've took a trope and added onto it a little bit more. You know, it's more of just like an exploration of that thing. And I don't know. I just really love storytelling. I think it's one of the reasons as to why I super like character design. Because you can tell so much of a story just through the way that a character looks that I'm like, hell yeah. I will have to tell you later if you would like me to. I mean, you already said that you do, but I don't know. I would kind of assume nobody cares about my characters. Which, like, fair. I should not assume that everybody cares about them. Let's do... Oh! Ooh, okay. Haven't tried that one before. That's good. Then I'll be telling you all about them, every single one, because I have a lot, and I have a lot more pending. And you can give me ideas, because some of them, they don't have much to them, but I love them anyway. But like, yeah, when it comes to character design, you can add so much to the way that a character looks. And I really like it. I really like that. I super like it. It's like one of my favorite things. The amount of care that gets put into this sleeve looks whack as hell. I'm sorry. The amount of care that gets put into like the way that the character looks. It's really, I like that. I like it a lot. But yeah. Like, I don't know, storytelling is something I do really like though. Which makes games like D&D kind of difficult, because like, the story isn't told by me, or only by me. The story is told with other people. It's like a group effort, you know? So, game like that, kinda hard. But it's whatevs though. I'll find a way. And plus I'm not that good at writing, but that's also something that a lot of people have difficulty with. A lot of people think that, oh, I'm good at writing, so I'll never be good at writing, when it's just a skill. And also, when I talk about those kinds of people, I mean me. I'm that person. I I don't think I'm good at writing. And then I tell it to people, and they're like, it's just because you don't practice enough and you don't, like, work on it. And I'm like, shut up. I'm not good at writing. So, then I will tell you more stories. Because I love telling stories. I love making people cry from stories. Which is also one of the reasons as to why I want to be a DM. I want that moment in which I tell a party something, and then later on that something happens, and they're like, no! And then they cry. And I'm like, listen man, I'm sorry, but I'm really happy that you're crying right now. I don't know why I can't get this. Right. Let's do this. Whatever. That's it. I don't know what it is though. I think it's just more of like when it comes to making players cry, it's just kind of like it's not particularly like I enjoy watching people be in pain. It's more of like I enjoy that they cared so much about the story that I told that they are crying. Which is like, you know, it's one of also the other reasons as to why I would love to go into like game design because yes, I do. I would say though, I that's one of the reasons as to why I want to go into game design because um I know at least a lot of stories can be super impactful, and even if I'm not the one telling the story, I still want to be like a part of it in some way. I think that's cool. Let's hide that. Okay. I kind of forget how they draw folds. How do they draw folds? Oh, just triangles. Okay, never mind. Cool, cool. But you know, I'm not a professional storyteller. That's not what I am. I'm not a professional anything, to be honest, but I would love to at least have a part in storytelling because that's really cool. I like that. Of course, I say that and then I draw gay men kissing, but the gay men kissing has like a plot to it. There's a reason as to why that they're kissing. It's cuz they're in love, that's why. But like there's like deep-seated something else or whatever. Whoa. I don't know what else to talk about now. Probably give myself a rest because I've been talking for like the past, what, an hour? Half an hour? I will be more sparse. Oh, you missed the gay man? I think you just chose to, um, blank out the gay men kissing part. Yeah. 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 It's just cause you're homophobic, that's why. You never don't ever wanna see, you don't think gay men should be kissing at all, or gay men should exist. I'm kidding, I'm completely kidding. I would never claim somebody to be homophobic. Unless they said something homophobic. And then I'm like, I'm not even claiming anything, it's just true. That's fair. It's actually probably better that you don't watch them. It's at least one issue that people have at least one issue I have, because like the fetishization of like gay people. So very commonly it'd be more okay for a lesbian couple to like be in media than like a like a gay man couple. And that's because, I mean, different reasons, probably. There's probably more to it than I know, but because fetishization and whoa, two women kissing? That's hot. And then, but like two gay men kissing, it's like, oh, that's gross. Get that away from me. But then there's also the other side to it. It's not only that. There are a lot of women, specifically, I would say cis women, and I'm also talking about cis men here as well. But a lot of women who fetishize gay men and are like, ooh, look at them kiss. I wonder if they. Okay, this is actually a funny joke. That it is not. When I when I say this, I'm not saying that this joke is from that bad. Like, those are from those people, but like, they look at like two gay people and they're like, I wonder if they've explored each other's bodies, and then it's like very inappropriate. Um, because it's not any of your business. It's not. Yeah, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not anybody's business. Just treat them like people. The thing is that about it, at least, not particularly that it's not anyone's business, but more of just like you're treating them as if though they're an anomaly, and then thus should be fetishized. For example, happens a lot with whoa, big name here, but racism um is that they view people who are not of their race as like, whoa, you're different. And it's like, I'm really not. Damn, this Pokeball's got like a flat side to it. Fuck. Wee. Wee. There you go. But like, they treat them like an anomaly. And then, you know, it doesn't feel nice because you're not treated as a person, you're treated as an exception or like an animal. So it's not great. I'm also cracking my hands. Give me a minute. So, you know, treat them like people. You know, I think it's completely obvious. I don't think it should be particularly said, but it should have. But enough talking about very, um, oh, yeah. Somehow redeem stress and hydrate. I do not have that stuff set up at all. I don't think. What the fuck? Sorry. I'm getting mad at this circle. Um, shit. I don't know how to set that up. So. And then we can morph it so it's like whatever. And I also want to remove this, the Pokeball, and then do that circle thing again. Fuck. It's not a perfect circle. Ah. Eh. don't super care about that. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. Unlike other people, I don't have goals. I don't have goals for the end of the month or end of the year or whatever. Yeah, you do. Didn't you say that you have like, um, that is getting thinner. Nope. Didn't you say you have like an end of year goal? That like by the end of the year you want to get to a certain point or a certain amount of subscribers or something? I remember you saying that. Also, that's not how Pokeballs look. I completely motherfucking forgot. The other one like that? The other one is like that. I'll keep it like this, cause consistency, sure. I feel like there's something wrong with it. Maybe that there's no colors yet. Ooh, love that this when this happens. All of the lines are closed. So, when I do this, the whole thing is highlighted. Also, I do, because I remember you getting sad about the fact that you couldn't reach it. I remember that. Um, Also, I get so annoyed when this doesn't happen. Ah, rogue line! Um, that's true. I haven't particularly cared about goals. If they happen, and I'm happy when they do. This is also a perfect time for me to clean up the line art. Shit. Fuck. Ultimately do it when I'm coloring it because I'm like real close. That's true. Yeah, what matters is you tried. There's not much you can do about it, especially when it's something that you can't particularly control, like getting subscribers or followers or something. I also need to change this line. So it's like that. I need to change all of these lines actually. But yeah, I don't particularly have any goals. Tis is what it is, I don't super care. Motherfucker! Nice. Fuck! You want it? Here's our new buddy. Fuck. That didn't work. Please? Please? Come on? Yeah! Oh, it looks wonky. Okay, we'll do that. Nope. No, that's a wine. Wine? Line width. But yeah, I don't super have any goals. Never really appealed to me. That plus, like, this isn't my job. Thankfully. Um, but it isn't my job, so I'm not like, oh man, I better get that promotion next week. Promotion being, I guess, Twitch affiliate. And even then, Twitch isn't particularly great when it comes to paying their creators apparently, so no. Don't super care. I just doing this to get name out there, I guess, and also just to have fun. Tis all. Thought it'd be cool, so I do it. Oh, give me a minute. Why did you say that you were cool? What was the random out of nowhere compliment? Oh, I remember something I was gonna say. No, there's nothing wrong. It just out of nowhere. So I was confused. Whoa, that eye now is way too far. Is it the nose? Does the nose have to be more like here? Let's make this more sinister. Ah, okay. Now I understand. I just like out of nowhere compliments are like, huh? What? What do you want from me? How do they draw smiles? Isn't it great that all of the references I have closed mouths and only one is open and it's a good person? Oh my god, that's so great. Good people have different smiles than bad people. Good people, good person smile. Bad people, bad person smile. I don't know. I mean, yes. I mean, anybody would like random compliments, but like, I'm just not used to them. That's kind of all. So it's okay. I do not mind. It's just I do not know how to react. That's a very common thing that I find, actually. Not knowing how to react to certain things, even if they're really simple. Beepity boop. Pop. I don't know what to make noises of. Tis just silent. I just realized it's probably because I haven't particularly just received random compliments. Usually it's that compliments are prompted. For example, um, for example, Oh shit, I just forgot. I need to get a color scheme. Whatever. Um, for example, uh, in like elementary school, we would have like uh, appreciation day or something like that, or whatever. And where we would write an appreciation we have for each other. Because, oh shit, my headphones are running out of battery. Hold on, give me a minute. You know what? I really should charge my batteries. Now you're just gonna hear like the cable being attached to it and it not being a good cable. Anyway, um, hell yeah. Bacon's good as hell. Good as hell? Go to hell. It's good as hell. Um, but yeah, like in elementary school, no one would, because I didn't really have any friends in elementary school, it was kind of like, I didn't know how to be, like, a friend. I don't, well, no. I, ooh, wait, sorry, I'm distracted now. Purple. Okay. Um, because, uh, no one particularly talked to me, because it was kind of weird, and I didn't know how to not be that. Um, the only thing that they would tell me when it came to like these appreciation days or whatever is you're nice, kind, and you draw good, and that's it. Those were the stock responses I would get. So not only, um, did I not particularly receive many compliments when I was a kid, let's make this darker. When I did receive compliments, they were prompted. They were asked for instead of them being randomly out of nowhere. And I think it's not, I think that's kind of not like a me experience. I think that's kind of a universal experience. Just for guys that like, you know, that that kind of stuff isn't particularly prompted. Or that kind of question is usually one that is prompted. Not one that you usually, or like not one that's like just appears out of nowhere, you know? You don't usually get random compliments, which is sad. It's very sad. But it is what it is. And that's also the reason as to why I like, I give compliments. Yeah, there you go. And it's really, like I said, it's really sad because everybody deserves to have a compliment. There are several things that are good about people, especially if they're good. It's just real sad. Of course, there's sometimes instances in which you just like somebody, whether or not it's romantic or not, and you don't know how to particularly describe why that's the case. You just like being in their company. That's also something. That kind of stuff is a little hard to explain. But yeah, I think everybody deserves at least a little bit of kindness. It's not particularly a trait that's like, whoa, that's like, yeah. But I don't know. It's not groundbreaking, but I don't know. Not a lot of people do it, apparently. So, why is the tolerance for this so high? We'll do that. We'll make the inside of the coat as well purple, because different color coat inside, while outside is not color. I don't know. Plan on making the outside of the coat gray, while the inside of the coat is a different color. Good, because you're the one I'm making this for. It'd be weird if it was like, kinda ass. Can I, like, not pay you? That's one of my biggest worries when it comes to, like, commissions is, like, I do something and I put a lot of work into it, and the person's just kind of like, no. And then I'm like, okay. Yeah, totally. I could totally tell that you weren't joking when you said crappy. You know what? I shouldn't make fun of that because there are 1000% people who talk like that. So, I have no... I can't say anything about that. I have no say, basically. I don't know why I'm thinking about Spyro right now. He just be on my mind right now. Spyro's a good game. Actually, it's not like the best game. I wouldn't vote it Game of the Year. But it's fun. Maybe because purple. And Spyro purple. I should play it sometime, but that's only if I have the remastered version. I only have the remastered version on a PlayStation. I do not, in fact, have it on a PC. Which sludge. Very sludge, but... You know. As always, it's schwhatevs. And we'll make this like nice white. That's like pure ass white. Let's darken that a little bit. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about how I wanted to play Spyro. I also want to play Crash Bandicoot. I would love to play the Jak and Daxter games. Past 2. But I've played a little bit of it and it changed so much that it doesn't interest me anymore. I know I definitely want to play Ratchet and Clank. That one's a slapper. That one's a certified hood slapper. That's so corny. That was so corny. I remember watching my brothers play those games. And they have a lot of nostalgia. That's true. My brother has a PS5. I don't. They're really hard to get still. Still surprises me. People are still like busting their balls to get it. Is like, hot damn. How good is this thing? I'm perfectly fine with my PS5 though. I don't remember if the PS5 is backwards compatible with like PS3 games. I don't think it is. Um, Whoa, I'm gonna have to change the color of those boots. Um, but cause I have Kingdom Hearts. Like I have all the Kingdom Hearts games. You really want to play through all of it? Oh, that's so cringe. Cause I don't like the PS3. I don't like the way the PS3 looks and kind of functions. I'm like, cring. So I don't super. Should I make the boots darker? Okay. I just concerned because like the only secondary color is this gray. Their secondary gray is this gray, and that if I do that, then same color boot. And then if I just make this one this kind of color, then this is same color. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. To increase that tolerance. No, I know. I'm just also using your model reference, which is why like this is a dark gray, this is like a lighter gray, and then this is like a very light gray. Because here is the thing. If I change this to this, and I'm like, alright, time to change this to like this color. It's gonna change all of it. So, you have to use a color that is not at all on the model, or on this, whatever, and then change it. Also, do this. Also completely forgot that I also need to do that with the boots, because that's touching it. Now it just kind of looks like you got a lab coat on. You know? Hey, if you want it, sure. I am erasing that, Lamau. That's true. I definitely could. But in order for me to do that, you have to give me a moment and section off all the things, because I do that. I have done that before. I will show you an example. If it'll load, give it a minute. Okay. This is for one of my characters. You know, what I do is I have one model. Well, this has actually other things, but I have one that's motherfucking hella colorful. Everything that's next to it is a different color. Ignore this. It's a different color. And then I just, like, color drop everything. It's not supposed to look finished. You can see, like, the edges here aren't really perfect. The bucket tool isn't really great, but, it's whatever. But I can, like, change it, and now it's different colors, and then this is different colors, and then this is different colors. And then what I do So I take all of that, and then I ask my friends, okay, let's do it like a case by case basis. How about this one? And then they're like, no. How about this one? No. And then this one, they're like, yeah. Actually, with this one, they were like, yeah. And then I compile them all, and then we just do, elimination, and then we pick one out of all the ones, which is, I think this one it was, like, this is all of the rest. And then we picked this one. And now he there, along with other ones that I also did this with. So this was the guy next to him. I have the color, or like they're something, things that like aren't really gonna change, like face and hair color, on like a different layer, so it's just easier. Then I change, pick out colors that I think I would look good and I would have in mind for them, and then I pick. Thank you. I'm glad you do, because you have a commission. You're paying me, so I hope you do. Oh no, what am I gonna make the pants? Green? Do I make this green? And then this dark? I like that better. A darker pants, also the location in which colors are situated also matter. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not selecting the, oh, because it's erasing, ha ha ha. The placement in which you put certain colors also matters. For example, because I want certain points, because I want the purple to really stand out, I make the purple, or at least I kept the purple really bright. Because compared to, hi Tost, you're back! Hey! But, because I want the purple to be, the main aspect, the main thing to focus on, I kept it fairly bright. I don't want, however, the green to compete with the purple, because that's gonna make it all look not great. So I darken it, so it looks like the rest of the other colors. So a little less saturated, and, I can unify with them a little bit better. You can see that in even this design. I mean, it's a little easier because like it's all gray, but the main focus is the G, and also their hair. So their hair is really bright, and the G is also bright compared to like the rest, which is all like kind of uniform. This is also probably a good example. Pants, bag, everything else is kind of the same color. Hoodie, and then everything else is kind of like the same, like muted greens. This is all the kind of the same color. But like, they use a lot of blacks actually. Huh, interesting. But yeah, the placement matters. So if you want something to stand out, put bright colors on it. And if you don't want something to stand out, don't put bright colors on it. Easy as that. Which is a little bit more nuance to it. There's a lot of nuance to everything, honestly. But simplified version is that. Oh spooky, have fun with foods. Fun with foods? Have food nice. Food yes. Food. Yum food time. Alright. Now. Let's get that new. Let's get that yellow. I probably should make the logo a little bit more bold. Because it is bold on there. To make sure I have to get it all, just to be sure that it's all even. And then we'll make him not look like a Simpsons character. It'd be really funny, because it's N because of Noko. Really funny if, like, all of the members of Team Galactic were, like, names that started with G. Hold on. No! I picked a terrible color! Greg. Jimmy. Wait, there's two M's. Jimmy. Gertrude. Yeah. That's why I swear to God. Literally the whitest it can be. Literally the whitest it can be. I'm actually gonna use the white, or the skin color I used on this one because I like it a lot better. It's like very close. I mean, it is basically the color, but... Oh, wait, that's the same thing. Haha, Lamau. Never mind. I always find it really fun whenever I don't always color pick, but when I do, it's always fun to find, you know, artists who are really good at colors use, colors in a really interesting way. You know what, I think it was the hair that was different? Yeah, it was the hair that was different. Might have been. But it's always fun to find like different colors that different artists have used. Like for example, when you look at something that's like, oh man, that's like, you know, a deep warm orange, and then you color pick it and it's like somehow a purple, and you're like, what? It's so interesting. I'm not good at colors. That's not something I'm particularly good at. I usually not really copy other people when it comes to colors, but I usually try and teach myself based on other people's color usage. And oh my god, sometimes that does not work. It also uses pure white. Okay, almost. Actually, let's do this. Let's pull this up. No other way. Yeah, it's always so interesting. I really do wonder how like these people who do like really good color theory and can incorporate all those kind of colors into it work. I really do wonder because oh my god, like, they're so confusing. They work like wizards. And also because this highlight is blocking the... Yeah. Let's make sure it's within the bounds of the eye. Oh shit. Fuck, that reminds me. I actually need to do this before I do anything else. So I wonder why. The line art here is a lot smoother than it is on here. What kind of fucking brush did I use? You know what? That explains it. Damn. Fuck. Well. How would I do this? Yeah, I'm glad you also like it. Oh, also, well, yeah, one of my favorite things to do when it comes to shit like this is to turn off the line art layer. It's so great. You can just see the monstrosity that you've created. And this will no longer turn into a vector. Which I don't super care about. Oh, no, never mind. For some reason it doesn't want to. Some reason it does not want to merge. There you go. What's been up, Tossed? How are you doing? Let's make sure that this eye looks not tiny as fuck. Did you already mention that you finished your finals? I completely forget if you did or not, actually. Teeth. Same color as eyes. You know what? You know what I can do? I'll do this. Let us... Nope. Let's have a blur where I can control it. Or we can do that. Did it actually come into play? What the fuck did it do? There's an option you can do where you can... Nope. Okay. It's an option you can do where you can smooth out lines and you can kind of blur it so it doesn't look as asinine as it does. Because I used the wrong brush and it's not completely consistent and now I'm really mad. Ah, narts. That sucks. But, hey, at least you're on vacation though. It's too much to ask. Where are you on vacation at? I say also too much if it's too much to ask because I don't want to be like, oh man, I kind of don't want to say. A little private, you know. Let's copy and paste this because I need the color I used for it. Nope, wrong thing. Let's put it to normal. Also do that. Ah, that's the color I used. Okay. Looks so weird. It's almost like it doesn't belong there. Oh yeah, I forgot. The way that Pokemon shades things is really interesting. Unlike its coloring, its shading is very painterly. So, let's do that. I forgot what marker I used actually. Is it this one? Sure, use that one. Yeah. We on the shading part. Also, A, you used your new word, cell shading. Cell shading was used a lot in animations. I think. True, he do got them heels though. What do the art books look like? I was gonna say, heels show that you're evil. They're evil heels. But I was gonna say, as well, I'm great at talking. Um, that, fucking cell shading, it's called that because, at least I think it's called that because, it's commonly used in, like, animation. And, they would have to, like, shade the cells that's like the animation cells, otherwise it would look weird. Because, yeah. Ah, damn. That's what a lot of artists use. Like this? Um, I forgot what I was saying. This has like multi-layered shading. Shading. It's great that I'm starting to slur my speech at the end. Because I say that because great. Because I'm gonna leave. Tis gonna end in a couple of minutes. Lymph. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say lymphal. Like, as like saying it. But a lot of artists use multi-layering shadering. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm going to make errors and I'm just gonna keep on going. A lot of artists use multi-layered shadering. Oh, fuck. Um, ah, yeah. I also do only 2 hours like you. But I get you, Toth. I'll try and help with only audio. Um, a lot of artists use multi-layered shading. I don't know why is this tripping me up so hard. Um, uh, it's like real nice because it shows a lot of like depth other than, you know, just one thing. Also just looks nice when some people do it. I say some people because the person that does it and does not look good is me. I sometimes do and it doesn't look great, but that's okay because I rarely use it. It's the reason as to why I'm not good at it, because I don't use it as often. Even though I should. Because it make things look prettier. Light sources also... I need to make sure I know what this fucking light source is from. Also, Noko, how do you like it so far? Of course, I'm not done, obviously, but at least how logo is good so far. Ah, okay. So you're like, just the logo? Hey, okay. Um, oh shit! That's not supposed to happen. There you go. I happy you happy with it. Because, like I said multiple times, if you weren't, then that'd be a problem. Ooh, neat thing about faces? It doesn't really work like that. It's not a moon. Every time. Exactly. Just erase everything except the logo. And then it's perfect. If that's what you want, then I shall give. But like, you have this triangle thing that's like the end of the nose, and then it continuing. We have different, like, you know, different things on our faces. Also, do they shade their faces that detailed? They don't. Okay. Then I shall not go super into it, but shading faces kind of also makes a piece almost instantly better. thing about Pokemon noses is I don't know where it starts and where it ends. I don't know whether or not it should be like up here or like it's like down here. I don't know. I haven't pulled it up. I don't have it saved on my references. If you send it to me, then I might be able to put it on my references, but I don't know. I do not know. I actually probably should fix the mouth. Okay. So I am doing the right thing right now. You're fine. Toss, you're fine. I cannot speak today. So you're good. I'm definitely gonna change that mouth. Actually, that mouth is now bothering me a lot. It's way too happy. I do need more evil mouth. It needs to save. Okay. My instincts are telling me to put this little line here to indicate that the teeth are there, but that's not the Pokemon style. I have to go against my wishes. I have to go against my instincts. Ah. Ooh, that's one difficulty about these two colors. I cannot tell where it starts and where it ends. Maybe. But if that's gonna be the case, I need to change his eyebrows as well. Whoa! What did I do? There you go. But like, it's Pokemon though. But like, Pokemon moment. Maybe that's a little better. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Where's that brush? Here it is. My god, actually talking about brushes, there are so many fucking brushes on Clip Studio Paint. It's a nightmare, but also my dream. Cause I love downloading brushes and I love testing out brushes, and even though I just like used two. Though it's nice to like find a brush and then find out that you really really like it and then use that brush forever now. For example, that's with me with this one, with this little brush right there. It's my dream. I love it. I love that little guy. He's so awesome. Let me finish this thing and then I'll end the thingy for the day because we reached the time. but my brain is yet again telling me, don't stop. We have to finish. We are not satisfied. Ah. Continue. We cannot stop. Ah, yeah. I sometimes start something and I cannot finish it until it is done, or at least until I get to a good point. I'm gonna put, even though Pokemon does not do that, put some shading in the teeth. And then do that, and then that. Yeah. Yeah. Now I just need to shade the hair a little bit more, maybe, maybe? Oh, I forgot to add the little, I forgot, yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, I'll add that, and then I'll be done with this. But for now, that's all! That's all I'm gonna do today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Oh my gosh. Um, Noko peer pressured me into doing this, so thank him, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I wish I could go longer, but I'm like slurring my speech and tired. So, you know. Bye bye. Have nice day or night depending on where you are. Bye bye. Ah.